You've seen record-breaking thrills, all the ways to chill, and more than 40 places to dine and drink on Royal Caribbean's Icon of the Seas. But what about the entertainment? What fits the playbill when you're creating the world's best vacation? On this episode of Making an Icon, we're pulling back the curtain to see just how the experts are coming up with more than your average Broadway show or comedy night. The stakes are high, and it's showtime.
Entertainment is definitely one of the key differentiators for Royal Caribbean. What you're going to see on Icon of the Seas is this marriage between the dreaming, innovating, and then having the overall landscape or the ship to be able to perform all of that.
Our vision has been clear from day one to produce great entertainment, something for everyone, and create memorable experiences for families.
What makes Icon so special is that ability to decide what kind of experience you want. Every single day you have an opportunity to go see a different type of entertainment in a different place or space.
Icon of the Seas will be a natural development of everything we're doing at Royal Caribbean Entertainment, which is to be the best in the world.
Creating entertainment for everyone is easier said than done. Between designing every square inch of the venues where performers steal the show and hiring hundreds of divers, skaters, musicians, comedians, and more, the team started the journey more than 5 years ago.
Our entertainment team scours the world for the best thoughts and ideas on how to bring the best entertainment experience to life.
We stay ahead of the curve, constantly around the world attending all of these huge shows, even CES. We get an idea and we think about developing something ourselves.
And what we then do is we're designing the spaces to be able to enable all of that.
It really starts with the entertainment team giving us the parameters that they need, making sure the venue space is right sized and any structural or major modifications needed.
From full-blown show productions across air, ice, water, and theater, to live music of every genre, and activities for the adults, kids, and the whole family, there's a performance, tune, and adventure for everyone, day and night. First up, the shows.
The process of creating a production is time-consuming. The first thing is show selection. We then get with the creative teams, what kind of design will the show require? What direction will we go in? While they are creating and designing, we actually have the operational team working on all the logistics. We'll have the audition process, where are we going, when are we going. After the casting, we then start rehearsals.
The rehearsal process, it's really expecting the unexpected. Because it's a new ship, we don't know how everything's gonna flow. That's kind of exciting because we're going to be a part of that.
And then there's a lot of things to learn, a lot of the logistics behind an actual stage show, not only just on the performance side, but on the technical side as well.
We have 3 primary venues, Absolute Zero, the Aqua Theatre, and the Royal Theatre.
What do you get when you combine robots, high divers, slackliners, acrobats, aerialists, and synchronized swimmers? Introducing the Aqua Theatre.
The Aquadome is really our new signature neighborhood. It has views, venues, and then of course the jewel in the crown is the Aqua Theatre. Aqua Theatres are always in the open. Now our Aqua Theatre is underneath a glass dome, which means we can control the weather, we can control the production value.
We're going to be presenting 2 very, very different shows.
Aqua Action is going to be one of the most extreme sports productions that we've ever done before. The music is really going to drive the production. The lighting, the actual venue is a big part of the show as well.
Our 3D flying, we will be creating the first ever double system. So we'll be able to have 2 artists essentially doing an aerial dance above the heads of our guests.
I can fly all around the theater. Flying and soaring above the audience is so magical. Interacting with the water, adding that as part of the performance, even playing with some of the artists that are potentially in the water. We are going to be adding another extreme sports component. We've had highliners in the past, trick liners, but now we're adding wheels. We are going to be adding skateboarders. And the skateboarders will do tricks, 360s, 180s, catching air.
We've been working with robots for about 10 years now with the Quantum class ships in 270. Going into Icon, we said, let's put them up on the stage area and let's use them to create the environment. Our biggest piece is going to be the half pipe. We're going to pick it up in 4 pieces.
Robotics can recreate any sense of force, motion, and direction. We're going to put a platform on a robot arm. So instead of having springboards, we're going to have robot arms. Throwing divers, the robot will have been programmed with the exact same forces that a fiberglass springboard. That's never been done, and that's all patented.
That combined with the show, Pirates versus Mermaids. Everybody loves pirates, everybody loves mermaids. They're going to get into a competition to see who's the best.
Pirates versus Mermaids is for everyone. It's for the kids, it's for the adults. There's a lot of inside jokes that the adults will get, but the kids will just roar with laughter. This show is very instrumental, and the set design looked like we were on a ship with ropes, a treasure chest, cannons.
Now, if you follow the yellow brick road, you'll find the Royal Theatre. And it's more than meets the eye.
The theater has been built to a whole new level.
We thought, what makes the most sense to put in one of the most incredible ships that have ever been built before?
We came up with The Wizard of Oz. It was first written in 1900. It's one of the most iconic movies in history in 1939. Here we are doing our version.
It's really important that we stay true to the script and true to the music, because that's what people know. We are able to take some creative liberties in the design. For example, the costumes. We have some really unique costumes that you might not really think that you would see in the show. The set design is incredible.
Everything runs a color palette with a set design, for the costume design, and for the lighting.
We've also built in our 3D aerial rig, so we've got performers or elements flying directly over the audience.
We have lots of elements of flying. I think it's going to be the coolest thing, and I think it's definitely going to just bring a whole new dimension to the show.
With such an iconic show, we want a 15-piece orchestra, which is unheard of, even in the West End and on Broadway. It just brings the show to life.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Rounding out the 4 stages of entertainment is Absolute Zero, Royal Caribbean's largest ice skating arena.
Absolute Zero is going to be on a whole new level compared even to the things we've achieved in Studio B in the past. We were the first people to bring an ice skating rink to the high seas, and we're still the only people to do it because it's hard. So then, using trigonometry, we figured out how much is that ice, how much is that, how much is that, and if we fold it into this, we get this. It just seemed fitting to make sure that our venue keeps up with our aspirations. So everything about Absolute Zero is bigger and better.
Now we have a beautiful oval-shaped rink. It's longer, it's wider, so the performers can get more speed to do the tricks. Along with that, it's got a built-in projection system that covers not only the rink, but the stage and the back wall.
We have 2 live productions in Absolute Zero. One is called Starburst, Elemental Beauty, and that is based on the periodic table of elements. It will give us some really beautiful visuals, maybe a little bit of education too. Another show called Once Upon a Time, and that is absolutely based on the fairy tales that we have loved and all grown up with. We will be able to create some memorable experiences for the entire family.
Entertainment goes beyond the stage in more ways than one. And there are nearly 50 musicians who bring that to life through live music. From cool tunes at the new Lou's Jazz and Blues in Central Park, to pianists battling it out at the first dueling pianos, and a full-blown orchestra, it's music to everyone's ears.
We proudly have the most live musicians of any vacation company in the world, and on Icon we're upping the ante. Everything from jazz musicians to the stowaway piano player to a full orchestra in the main theater.
We hire a total of roughly 1,200 musicians annually. And in addition to the volume, we have the biggest diversity of venues, types of music, and types of musicians in the world. Caribbean bands, Latin bands, party bands. We have solo entertainers, piano bar entertainers, trios, jazz bands.
You will be seeing live music everywhere, day and night. Our guests can expect some of our classics. There'll still be a boleros and a schooner and a pub, but we're adding some new venues. We're gonna have a dueling piano lounge and some different usage of some of the bands we already have on board.
When people come on vacation, they're looking for things that maybe they've never experienced before. And there's not a lot of places in the world where you can experience so much live music at once and so many different types.
There's plenty more to come leading up to opening night on Icon. The world's best vacation has to have it all. And the Royal Caribbean teams have set out to showcase the biggest lineup of entertainment yet.
We're incredibly excited about how the entertainment is going to be delivered and, more importantly, received. Every single day, there's a different option.
Our guests want great entertainment. They want to walk away with incredible memories, and entertainment is a very important part of that.
There's always been a desire, an intention, a mission at Royal to create the best experiences, the best vacations in the world. And if they're entertainment fans and they're thinking about going to Broadway or to the West End in London or to Las Vegas, we want them to do a double take and think, we'll just go to Royal Caribbean where we get it all. This is going to be something, by very virtue of the name of the ship, that is truly iconic.
Stay tuned for the next episode of Making an Icon, where we'll take a stroll behind the scenes to see how a park comes to life in the middle of the ocean.